We're about to get in the Spaceballs escape pods here and head to the top of the St. Louis Arch. Or the gateway. Gateway Arch?
Gateway Arch.
So we are down here getting ready to get on the tram to go up to the top of the St. Louis Gateway Arch. And we just passed through the museum. We're going to have to go back to it because we have a 10 o'clock tram time.
And we've got to be there in 1 minute.
1 minute. So we'll see you in the tram. I don't know if you can hear us, but we have entered the tram.
All right, and then doors are about to close. Just make sure arms and legs are clear.
We are in the tram, and much to my surprise,
It's not a whisker.
it's not a whisker basket.
A whisker?
Wicker basket. It's a 4-minute ride up, 3-minute ride down.
And we're going 3.8 miles per hour.
Tallest national monument. Seeing outside of the arc at all. It's a 4-minute ride up and a 3-minute ride down. Unless this fails, then it's like a 20-second ride down.
Okay, so we're up here at the very top of the arch. We are at the 630-foot mark. I mean, literally, we're on the rail. So, yeah, that's looking toward Illinois, and that's looking toward downtown St. Louis in Missouri. So this piece behind me is the Keystone. This is the last section at the very top. So this is exactly what it looks like. Well, okay, that's going to wrap things up from the arch here. And
if you're in St. Louis, it's a place to go.
Yeah,
going up to the top is beautiful. The little
must-see National Park. Must-see.
Yeah,
absolute.
And I think it was only $16 or $17 to go
for the tickets
for one person. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, amazing. The museum's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The ride to the top, way better than I thought.
Yeah, exactly.
It was going to be a quick ride down, and then the grounds are absolutely beautiful here. So if you're in St. Louis, you can't miss it. So you might as well visit it.
We're here at the Clydesdale course.
We're at Grant's Farm.
Yeah.
Grant's Farm, where the Clydesdales live. This is one of their facilities. There's another one in Jefferson, Missouri, I believe. But this is where you can take the tour. And then after we take the Clydesdale tour, we're going to go over to the Grant Farm.
And check that out.
Yeah, the former president, General U.S. Grant. But this is a really cool facility. So far, we've met a couple of those.
They're so cute.
And then,
two
yeah,
pony ones.
there's big ones over
Not
there.
Pony, two baby foals.
Yeah, they're babies. Because Clydesdales are
Not
much larger than your standard horse. Here's a little guy.
He's as big as a full-size horse. And he's a baby.
So absolutely not a fan of Budweiser. But these horses are gorgeous. And so these are the stables. We're going to take a tour So I don't know a whole lot yet. But I think this is just the stables for all of the Clydesdales, because they're all around us right now. There's a couple over here, a couple back here. This one's not real. But yeah, there's some up in the field behind us. So I'm looking forward to the tour. But so far, these grounds are beautiful. Back here, his name is Master. He's a retired Clydesdale. 18 hands, about 1,300 pounds. Big boy. Ready, boy?
Hello.
He goes broadside. Take the pictures now. So the Clydesdales have to be at 18 hands, and that's their shoulder. I'm 15. So yeah, there's some big boys, some really big boys.
As time stood still, I got the urge, still kiss, and so I do. Now I'm embarrassed, but just a little bit. Oh, there must be gold on those lips.
So this is the Clydesdale storage card. This is Robinson. Started out pretty good.
Uh-oh.
Didn't finish well. Naughty for muslin. Okay, so we are out at Grant's farm, and interesting, this is right across the street from where the Clydesdales are. The Clydesdale tour is fantastic. We learned so much about the Clydesdales, and that the Clydesdale farm here is where the Clydesdales are, after they're born, up at, what was it called, Whitehaven? Wherever they're born, they get sent here to learn how to behave, and then they go out into the Clydesdale Bush Fleet, and then they come back here to retire.
Yeah, it's an awesome place to
retire. And they
retire.
live a life of luxury. But now we're at the Grant farm, and this land was actually owned by President Grant, then a young officer in the Army. It was a wedding gift to him, and from Julia's side of the family. Right. They had a mansion, which is down the way here, and Grant built a log home here, which is one of two log homes that were hand-built
by presidents
and lived in by presidents.
But this one was, they only lived in it for 3 months.
Yeah, because Julia didn't like it.
She didn't like it.
So they moved into the mansion. So anyway, Millard Fillmore is the only other home built by a president that is currently around. The Bush family, Adolphus Bush, they bought all of this land, and in the 1950s turned it into a farm so that people could come and see different animals. Yeah. It's all free, and they just wanted the general public to be able to have access
to the animals that they have brought into the farm.
Yeah.
And then they got wild turkeys, but they have decided to come onto the property themselves. They're not ones
they just moved in. They're squatters. But now we're in this little section here in the farm itself before we go over to the houses. And this is kind of like a, they got rabbits and tortoises, and
I'm sure they've got some other things.
Goats. There's goats over there.
Oh yeah, we get to feed the baby goats.
Yeah, and they have a hospitality room where you get free hospitality beverages. Okay, so I think the battery's gonna die here. So we're in the stables now for regular horses. where they have the Bush show horses, and they have one. This entire lane down here is all the trophies and ribbons and all that stuff. Right there. Anyway, we're gonna kill this because the batteries are gonna die. If you're ever out in the St. Louis area, again, we've said this so much, but we are just discovering all kinds of gems on this trip. And this is definitely one of them.
A lot of history that we've learned.
Lots of history, lots of really cool things to see, lots to do. And a lot of it didn't cost much. Okay, so in the by the stables, which are at the end here, they have a hospitality. You get 2 free drinks. Your choice, any of the Anheuser-Busch products. So I got a Stella, and I don't even know what you got over there. Bud. Just a Bud. At least it's not a Bud Light. Because you know what happens then. Anyway, cheers.